Hello everybody. My name is Anshu Patra and my roll number is 123EC007 and I am from the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering at IIITDM KURNOOL, and today I am going to give a basic introduction to the radar systems used nowadays. So nowadays, as we can see everywhere, radars are very commonly used, be it for security purposes or for making sensors out of it, like for calculation of distance, time, etc. So today we are going to see the basic principle behind the working of radar related systems and where they are most commonly used. The radar is a powerful technology used everywhere nowadays, used for detecting and tracking objects at a distance. The radar relies on the basic principle of radio waves to reflect off objects and travel through air. The radar, the full form radar, basically stands for radio detection and ranging, and as the name suggests, is a technology that uses the radio wave to detect, locate, and track objects. So how do radar does all these things? It basically consists of three steps: emitting the radio waves, reflecting it off the objects, and analyzing the echoes created by the objects. The radar systems emit radio waves that travel through the air and hit the target on their way. The waves bounce off the targets or objects in their path, creating echoes. The radar systems analyze these echoes and determine the distance, speed, and direction of the objects based on the time taken by the waves to come back to the radar system. How the radar systems were first discovered, or what is the history behind the use of radars. Radar technology has a rich history dating back to the early 20th century. Its development was basically driven by the military needs that were during the World War II period. The early development of the first radar systems were in nearly the 1930s, that was basically for the navigation and defense system. The radar systems played a crucial role in the World War II, enabling the detection of enemy aircraft and ships. But after the war, the radar systems have extended its uses in the various other applications, including the civilian applications, like the air traffic control, weather forecasting, and navigation used by the ships in the ports nowadays. So now let's see the radar principles and technologies. Radar systems operate on the principles of electromagnetic waves. The emitted waves travel at the speed of light and are reflected back to the radar receiver to calculate the various parameters. The radar uses the radio waves that are a type of electromagnetic radiation to detect the objects. The time of flight, by the time it takes for the radio wave to travel to the target and back, determines the distance to the object. Reflection and scattering. When the radio waves hit an object, they are reflected or scattered back towards the radar antenna. Doppler effect. The Doppler effect is used to measure the speed of a target by analyzing the frequency shift of the reflected radio wave. The types of radar systems. The radar systems are categorized into different types based on their operating frequency, application, and technology, like the pulse radar, the continuous wave radar, and the Doppler radar. So, what do you mean by the pulse radar? The pulse radar transmits short bursts of radio waves and analyzes the reflected pulse to detect the objects, whereas the continuous wave radar emits a continuous radio wave and analyzes the frequency shift of the reflected wave to determine the target speed. The Doppler radar. The Doppler radar uses the Doppler effect to measure the speed of targets by analyzing the frequency shift of the reflected wave. Radar systems are used nowadays, that is, its application and uses. Radar has a wide range of applications in various fields, including aviation, transportation, meteorology, and defense. Like in air traffic control, it helps in navigation and collision avoidance. Like in weather forecasting, it helps in monitoring storms, precipitation, and wind patterns. In navigation, it helps ships and aircraft navigate safely through their routes. In defense, majorly, it helps in detecting and tracking enemy aircraft, ships, and missiles. Also, nowadays, in self-driving cars, it helps enabling the autonomous vehicles to perceive their surroundings better. Some limitations of the radar applications. The radar technology offers numerous advantages, but it also has some limitations that should be considered while using these systems. The advantages are like its all-weather capability. Radar can operate in various weather conditions, including rain, snow, and fog. Its long-range detection mechanism. Radar can detect objects at a significant distance, making it ideal for navigation and surveillance. It provides accurate measurements, like the radar systems provide precise measurement of distance, speed, and direction of its target. But the few of the limitations are like its limited resolution. The resolution of the radar systems can be limited, making it difficult to distinguish between smaller objects and larger objects while detection systems in the radar systems that will help improve the radar mechanism in future. The radar technology is continuously evolving and driven by advancements in computing, signal processing, and artificial intelligence, like advanced signal processing, improving the accuracy and resolution of the radar system through advanced signal processing techniques can help clear the limitations on the radar systems. Artificial intelligence, integrating AI algorithms for object detection, tracking, and classification can help improve the radar systems. Miniaturization. As we know that nowadays the radars that are being used are very huge and are not suitable for regular or the domestic use. But development of smaller and more compact radar systems for the use in mobile devices and drones are nowadays a trend. The radar technologies are in a full bloom nowadays and holds its future aspects also. Therefore, it will be always an area of interest for research in future. I hope that you got the basic idea about the basic principles and working of radar from this video. Thank you for giving me your precious time. See you later.